Okay, so welcome guys. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. And today we will learn about how to pick a date for yourself for your own particular chart. Okay, so every date, generally people are aware of, especially in India. Okay, there are a lot of auspicious dates wherever on those dates you can start any of your auspicious event or any of your auspicious activity of your life. Okay, just like if you are going to attend the first day of the college, first day of the job, if you're starting something new in your life as a relationship, marriage, business, or whatever. Okay, so but also let me tell you, there is a very big misconception, especially in the West, that new moon is the day of new beginnings. Okay, it is the most inauspicious day for the new beginnings. Okay, only a stupid start anything new on the new moon day. Okay, obviously not 100% new moon is very bad, but only for certain charts in certain combinations. Okay, it works as a very good day. Okay, but as a general day, it shouldn't be taken as a very good day to start something new. Okay, if it has new moon doesn't mean everything will start. The people post in the groups, okay, what you have plans for the new moons. It feel like, well, what is the heck is new moon, man? New moon is a natural phenomenon, nothing is happening going to people have generally a conception about this word is, whenever the new moon will come, something new will happen in your life. Okay, it is not. It is not. Okay, I have bought. Today is not a new moon. Okay, I have bought something new in my life today, and today is not a new. So don't go on such conception, misconceptions. Let's start for today. Okay, so what we will use for today is basically nakshatra. Okay, so there is a basically method Nav Tara Chakra. Nav Tara Chakra. Okay, so what you have to do is you basically have to download the Jhora. Okay, and I think you both guys have already downloaded the Jhora in your uh, systems. Okay, so what you have to go is, can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you see the screen, now what you have to do is, right, just suppose I have just made a chart of today. Okay, I'm not taking a chart of as a person, just suppose it is a chart of any person. Okay, right click. Okay, right click in this area, in this tab, click right. You will find Navatara. Okay, Navatara. There will be the two kind of Navtara. Navtara from moon and Navtara from Lagna. So Lagna basically, Lagna is your ascendant. Okay, so it has a rule. Okay, it has a rule. So click on the Navtara from moon, you will get these nakshatra. Okay, and if you will click on the Lagna, again you will get a list of a nakshatra. Okay, if you see, so first, second are good nakshatra, third is bad nakshatra, fourth is good, fifth is bad, sixth is good, okay, seventh is bad, and eighth and ninth are good nakshatras. Okay, so you can read the meaning. Okay, the birth, wealth, danger, obstacle, death. Danger, obstacle, death nakshatras are basically those nakshatras which are not good for you. Okay, so these nakshatras are calculated from the lagna also, from the ascendant also, and from the moon also. Okay, but the point arises here, which Navtara Chakra. Okay, either from the moon you should consider it, or either from the lagna you should consider it. So the point comes here is, which is very important point is, let me show on the screen. Okay, See here. If moon sign, okay, if moon sign is stronger, than the ascendant, which is called as Lagna, then consider Navtara from Lagna. Okay, or better write it, ascendant. If Lagna or ascendant is stronger than the moon sign, then consider Navtara from the moon sign. Okay. So basically, whichever will be the weaker out of the Lagna and the moon sign, you have to consider Navtara Chakra from there. Any confusion in this? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you come to this. Okay. So if you see, so moon sign is in the fourth house. Okay. So what is the sign of moon here is?
Oh, I can't see the chart. I see still you're typing.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, if you see, okay, this is the ascendant. Which sign the ascendant is?
Leo,
Leo. Okay. And now see the sign of moon, where the moon is sitting.
Scorpio,
Scorpio. Okay. Now, if you see which will be the stronger here, if you see moon is debilitated here, moon is in the sign of Scorpio. Okay, moon is debilitated, and who is the ruler of Leo?
Sun.
Sun. Sun is sitting with the Mercury and the Mars. Mars is a friend of Sun. Okay, Mercury is also very friend of Sun. So Sun is basically sitting with a friend. But if you see, Sun is sitting with a Mercury which is exalted. Okay, so Sun is basically sitting with a stronger planets, and here Moon is already debilitated. Okay, got it or not?
yeah.
What will happen? What will happen? So which will become weaker? Moon sign or the ascendant?
The moon,
Why the moon?
because it's debilitated in Scorpio, and the ascendant is Leo, and the ruler of the ascendant is Sun, sitting with exalted Mercury.
Exactly, exactly. You got it? Okay. So definitely moon sign becomes weaker here. Okay. This person, this is also, the people have, oh, my big threes are like this and this and this and this. Okay. But some people get more traits from the ascendant rather than the moon sign. And some people get traits from the moon sign more rather than the ascendant. Okay. Why it is that? Because you have to see which is stronger. Moon sign is becoming more stronger, ascendant becoming more stronger. Okay. Then you will conclude from which sign the traits will come more in the personality of a person. Okay. That's how you do a proper psychoanalysis. Okay. Anyways, so if moon sign is weaker, from where the Navtara chakra will start? If moon sign is weaker, Okay, so if
You
yeah,
would start with the moon.
yeah, okay, if moon sign is weaker, basically then Lagna is stronger, then consider Navtara from the moon sign. Okay, then what you will do is here, you will go here and you will right click, select Navtara from moon. From where? From moon. Okay, because moon is weaker. Okay, then you come here and see, note down all the nakshatras. Okay, so basically this is the the birth nakshatra is of the Mercury. So Jyeshtha, Revati and Aslesha. Okay, these are the
Oh,
short forms of the nakshatras. Okay, so these all three nakshatras basically ruled by Mercury. Okay, these all
um,
these in the second row. In the second row, all these three nakshatras are ruled by Ketu, and on same go on with all these planets. Okay.
can we see that screen again?
Um, okay. Okay. If you see,
Mhm.
this is the birth nakshatra. Okay, birth nakshatra is always a neutral nakshatra. Okay, you can always uh, consider it for your auspicious events. So this nakshatra, Mercury, is ruling basically three nakshatras: Jyeshtha, Revati, and Aslesha. Okay,
Mm.
Ketu is ruling Mula, Ashwini, Magha. Okay, Venus is ruling Purshada, Bharni, and Purfaguni. Okay, so basically now what you have to do is you have to just consider which nakshatra is comes as danger for you. The nakshatras of Venus.
Mm.
Okay, so Purshada, Bharni, and Purfaguni. These three nakshatras are which are not good for you. Okay, then come to the obstacle row. Okay, here all the nakshatras of moon are harmful for you. Okay, and then you come to the nakshatras of Rahu, death. Okay, because all other nakshatras are good: birth, wealth, well-being, achievement, friend, good friend. All these nakshatras are good. Basically, death. Rahu, Sadvisha, Adra, Swati. These are the nakshatra of Rahu, and these are also not good for you. So what you have to do is just suppose now you write down all the planets, all the nakshatras which are good for you, or you can write it down all the nakshatras which are not good for you. Okay. So what you can do is I will write down. Okay. So the Venus nakshatras, Moon nakshatras, and Rahu nakshatras. Okay. So I will note it down here in a okay in a notebook. Nakshatra of Venus, Moon, and Rahu are not favorable, okay, or are not good for us, good for this chart, basically. So Venus has nakshatra Bharani, okay, Purshada, Purfaguni, oops, Purshada, Purm, Faguni, Moon is Hasta, Shravana, Rohini, and Rahu, Adra, Swati, Satabhisha. Okay, these are the nakshatra of I can't highlight the things. Okay, anyways, these are the nakshatra of Rahu. These are the nakshatra of Moon. These are the nakshatra of Venus. Okay. Okay, now what you have to do is, this is a website called Drik Panchang. Okay. Let me. Okay, this is a website, Drik Panchang. Okay, this is a website. You can open it. Now, what you have to do is go to the Panchang section. Okay, Panchang section, and click on the month Panchang. When you will click on the month Panchang, you will get this kind of a calendar. Okay. So first of all, make sure you put your current city. Okay, here, just suppose if you are into the if you're into the Toronto, put Toronto. Okay. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Okay. Now you have got a calendar. Okay. So today is the 11th. Okay. Now just suppose she is planning to buy a new phone. Okay. It's a good thing. People want to buy a new phone. You're doing a big investment. Okay. You don't want your phone get any problem in the future. Okay. You want it to run very smoothly and very good. So what you will do is, now you will see the nakshatra. Okay. So what is the nakshatra today is for? So just suppose she is planning to buy a phone on the weekend. Okay. So let's come here. Okay. So click on the 15th day. Now you will come here. You will find the nakshatra. So Dhanishta is up to. So Dhanishta is a nakshatra of Mars actually. And how will you find out which nakshatra is ruled by who? Go to the Google, write nakshatra Lord. Okay, you will find this. This one. Okay, this I will drop in the group for you guys. Okay, you can go here. Okay, and now you will find which nakshatra was falling on the 15th. Dhanishta. Okay, now read where the Dhanishta is written here. So Dhanishta is written here by Mars. Okay, you don't even have to do this. Just note down the name of nakshatra. So basically, Dhanishta nakshatra is falling. Okay, so what you have to do is go to again to your Jehora. Okay, go again to your Jehora and check Dhanishta nakshatra. Where Dhanishta nakshatra is written? The short form of Dhanishta nakshatra. Where is it? Where it is written?
In the achievement?
Yes, achievement. Okay, so that's it. In the short form, it is written by Dhan. Okay, Dhanishta. So this is a good nakshatra for you because it is falling in the achievement row. Okay, so what you can do is you can buy a phone on the 15th of day, on the 15th day of that month. But the point comes here is only up to 11:52 p.m. I think that would be the night. Yeah, that would be the night. Yeah, so I think whole day is very good for her. Just suppose, but if it was AM here, what you will do? Just suppose 11:52 AM is written here. Okay, then only you can buy a phone on 15th day, but before 11:52 AM. Okay, after that, another nakshatra will come into the play. Okay, the next nakshatra will start ruling that day. And how to find the next nakshatra? Basically, you roll down here. Okay, next nakshatra will be Satabhisha. Okay, go to this Satabhisha. Okay, and then you just suppose if it is a AM here. Okay, okay, I will change the scenario. Just suppose she is trying to buy it on the 16th. Okay. So if you find the Satvesha Nakshatra is ruling, but up to 12:23 a.m. Okay. Of 17 October. Okay. So again, whole day is ruled by Satvesha, and Satvesha is basically falling into which category? Come to the Jehora again. Find the Satvesha.
It's falling under the Rahu, the death one.
Yeah, death. So this is not the good nakshatra for you. Okay. That means you cannot buy any phone on the 16th. But just suppose if you want to buy on the 17th, then 17th we are having Purvabhadrapada. Okay, Purvabhadrapada nakshatra. Again go to the Jehora and find in which it is falling. Until unless you will not find an very suitable or auspicious nakshatra for you, you will keep looking for the dates. Okay. Now thing is, in which nakshatra it is falling? Purvabhadra.
Friend.
Yeah, it is falling into the Jupiter nakshatra. Okay, it's a friend nakshatra, friendly nakshatra. You can buy. Now the point comes here. Okay, like this is the second layer which you have to check basically. Just suppose she has got two dates, one the 15 and second is 17. Correct. So what you will do is you will make a chart for 15. Okay, you will make a chart for 15, or you can make your own chart and see basically what is the transit sign of the moon on that day. Okay, so just suppose Stephanie is of the Virgo ascendant, correct? So we will see on the 15th October which sign the moon will be transiting. So we will see with the Jehora. Okay, I will click on the longitude and basic info. Moon will be transiting from the Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. So on the 15th. So what you will find from the 15th, sorry, from the Capricorn, in which house the Capricorn will fall for a Virgo ascendant?
6th house.
Capricorn.
Oh.
Yeah, 5th house, correct? It's a 5th house. So 5th house is a good house. Okay. Then moon is transiting from this house, then she can buy it. Okay. Always remember that whatever the day you are selecting, even the nakshatra on that day is very auspicious for you. Okay. Moon should not be transiting 6th, 8th, and 12th house in your natal chart. Okay. So just suppose if 16 is also very auspicious in the terms of nakshatra. Okay. But if I will add a day, okay, let's check on the 16th October. It will come into the Aquarius. On the 16th October, moon will come into the Aquarius. Okay. Moon should not be for the Virgo ascendant, where the Aquarius will come?
6th.
In the 6th house. Okay. So moon will be transiting from the Aquarius in the 6th house. 6th house is not good for it, for not good for any auspicious activity. So even after having approval from the nakshatras, you will not do any auspicious starting on that day because moon is transiting from the 6th house. 6th, 8th, and 12th houses are malefic houses. You should not be doing any work, even if they are related with the 6th house, 8th house, or even the 12th house. Okay. Just suppose you are trying to go on a foreign, you want to go to the foreign land. Okay. Your moon should not be transiting to the 12th house at that day. Okay. It can be still a fruitful journey for you, but with a lot of delays, with a lot of problems, with over expenditures. Okay, these things can happen. Okay, so you should avoid these things. So now, so what you guys got it? Now let
Yeah.
me write it for you. This is the step one. Moon shouldn't be transiting in the 6th, 8th, and 12th house from your chart, from your natal chart, natal ascendant, basically. Okay, I'm not sharing the screen. Sorry.
Mm.
This is okay. So these are the basically three rules. First, check which sign is stronger, moon sign or the ascendant sign. Okay. Then check the nakshatra, which nakshatras are bad for you. Note down those nakshatras in a notebook. Okay. And then check moon shouldn't be transiting in the 6th, 8th, and the 12th house. If you are doing something with your partner, just suppose you are going to start a business and you both are partner in that, okay, and or just suppose you are going to buy a car for both of yourself. I think car will be in the name of one person only, if I'm not wrong. Correct? I'm asking, can a car registered on the name of the two person? I don't think so.
No.
Okay. So just suppose you are buying anything for both of you. Okay, for both of you. Then you should also do the same process for your partner chart. Okay, and then you have to select a common date on which is favorable for you also and which is favorable for him also. Okay, this is the basic rule. Like it's like a a quick rule to find the best date for yourself.
Mm.
Any confusion in this? If anyone have any question, you can ask.
No.
Stephanie, Arnold, Jamie, Mrs.
I'm jumping on the train.
Sorry, Arnold.
I said I'm jumping on the train that I could only join later on because I arrived today in my hometown. So I have all my suitcases, but I didn't want to miss that. So I'm trying to catch up.
Okay. Okay, if you need, guys, I can give you another example also. No issue.
Can you give another example, please?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's take a chart of any random person. Let's take a chart of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay. Now you come to this chart. Okay. Which is stronger?
Can we see the chart?
Sir or moon is stronger? Because our first step is you have to find which sign is stronger. Lagna sign is stronger. That means the ascendant is stronger or the moon sign is stronger. Okay. Anyone would try to interpret in this?
Can you please share the screen for the chat?
Oh, sorry. I'm really sorry. Okay, so this is the chart of Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, we are just picking any chart, any random chart you can take. Okay. So which sign is stronger? Ascendant is stronger or moon sign is stronger? Would anyone like to interpret? Come on, guys. All right. I will tell you. If you just see, guys, start from the lords, no? You guys know about the lords, no?
Lagna Lord is Venus.
Okay. Where the Venus sitting?
In the in
The
its
ascendant. The ascendant.
Own
in the
sign.
Lagna.
Okay. And where the who's the lord of moon sign?
Moon.
Yeah, moon. Yeah.
Why you are taking so much time to telling this a basic kindergarten question? Trust me, I will, finish this class if you will do like this. At least I expect some basics from you guys. Okay. Ascendant lord is Venus, which is also sitting in its own sign, Libra. Moon is again sitting in its own sign. Okay, so plus one, both have. Ascendant is also ahead by plus one. Moon is also getting plus one sign. Okay, but Moon is sitting with the Rahu. Okay, and Venus is sitting with the Mercury and the Mars. The deciding factor which will come here is Mercury. Because always remember that I will share the Karka screen for you for just a reference. That moon natural house is not the 10th house. Okay, it's the 4th house. So moon gets strong in the 4th house, not in the 10th house. Okay, so moon being in the 10th house, it's not that much strong. But Mercury in the first house, Mercury always gets strong in the first house. Always remember that. Okay, Mercury gets very strong in the first house. Okay, so Mercury is giving a basically a better role here. So it will make a Lagna stronger. So if Lagna is stronger, if ascendant is stronger, so from where we will start the Navtara Chakra? Moon. Okay. Again, we will go to the right. We will click here in this tab. Jamie, you can see we will click here. Right click here. And we will go to the Navtara from Moon. Why the Moon is? Because our ascendant is stronger, Moon sign is weaker. Okay, and if Moon sign is stronger and ascendant is weaker, then we will choose the Navtara from Lagna. Lagna means ascendant. Okay, you choose the Moon. Okay, you will get the nakshatras which are good for you and which are bad for you. Okay, again note the nakshatras which are bad for you: Venus, Moon, and again Rahu. The same nakshatra which was coming into the last example. Okay, and then with the same process, then you go to the Drik Panchang. Okay, this is the website, Drik Panchang. Okay, you can note it down, and even you will get it in the recording. So no issues. I can put it in the description section also. Click on the Panchang button, and then select the month Panchang. When you will select the month Panchang, always remember that you have to put your place where you are right now. Doesn't, even if you're on the north pole of the all of the world, you have to put the north pole. Okay, I mean to say that wherever you are living, just put that way. Okay, so I'm in New Delhi. I will put New Delhi. Okay, so this will showing the chart code. Just suppose I want to start something new. I want to buy a bike for myself. Then I will see any good date for this chart. Sorry, just suppose Mahatma Gandhi is alive now and he's going to start a new revolution. Okay, new revolution for the country. So what the date he should choose? He can choose any of the date in which the nakshatras are good for you. So just suppose Revti. Okay, on the 20th, the nakshatra is falling Revti, but on the 2 p.m. Only up to 2 p.m. Only of the half day of that day. Okay. So if he has to start a revolution on the 20th day of that month, he should start before 2 p.m. Not after that. After that, because after that, Revti will not be ruling that nakshatra. Okay, Revti is not will be ruling that day. Ashwini will come. Okay, and if Ashwini is favorable, then he can also do in the second part of the day. You have to check it from the list of the nakshatras, basically. Okay, so if Revti is, if we see Revti is favorable for this chart. Okay, now let's come to this. I was sharing the direct panchang or not?
No,
No.
no, yeah, now I got it.
No. You know, you not got it. Even I was not sharing the screen. I was speaking like an idiot, and you were not, guys, even telling me that you can't able to see the screen. If we select the 20th day, if Mahatma Gandhi has to start a revolution on the 20th day of that month, he will click on this day. Okay. First of all, let me tell you for other people, this is a website called Direct Panchang. I will put the link of this website in the YouTube description. You can go it, select the Panchang, then select the month Panchang. Okay. Month, after selecting the month Panchang, put your current date. Put your current place. So I'm in the New Delhi right now. I will select the New Delhi. Okay. And then whatever the date you are planning, just suppose you're planning to start something new on the 20th. Then you go to the 20th, click on the 20th. Okay. You will find a column here where the nakshatra is written. So basically on the 20th day, the Revti nakshatra will be ruling up to 2 p.m. only. Okay. After that, Ashwini nakshatra will come into play. If Ashwini nakshatra is favorable for you, then you can start your work even after 2 p.m. Okay. And Revti is already favorable for the chart, which we have just analyzed. Then Mahatma Gandhi can start a revolution on the 20th. You got it? But now we will see on the 20th October, where will be the moon? Note down the ascendant. Ascendant is Libra. Okay. Now go to the transits. You can click on this transit table and put 20. Okay.
Please share the screen, Pajal.
Oh, okay. Now go to the Jehora. Check the ascendant. Ascendant is Libra. Correct? Okay. Now click on this transits button in the Jehora app. Select the required date on which you have to check the moon position and click on the show transit calculation. It will show. Now check here in the lower column, basically. The moon will be transiting to Pisces sign. Okay, PI, Pisces. So for the Libra ascendant, where will be the Pisces will be? So for the Libra ascendant, moon will be transited to the 6th house. So then the approval from the nakshatra is there, but not from the moon position in your natal chart. The moon transit is not approving it. Okay, so you will cross that date. You will not consider that date. Okay, then you can another date 21. Okay, in the 21 for the Libra ascendant, moon will come into the 7th house. It's a good. You can consider it. Okay, a nakshatra of moon will be Ashwini. Okay, the nakshatra of moon will be Ashwini. So Ashwini is favorable for us, then we can take it. Okay, we can consider that day. Any confusion? Any confusion? Any question?
No.
And even if you're not able to find whichever is stronger, the Lagna is stronger or the moon is stronger, it's better to consider always moon Tara, like Navtara Chakra from moon. Okay.
Two,
Yeah.
as I've missed the beginning, I may ask a question that you have already answered or maybe wasn't planning
Yeah.
to
Please also.
address. I get very often questions about when should I have an operation or not.
Even for the operation things, still the same procedure. Complete same procedure. Find out, first make the natal chart, find out which is stronger, Lagna is stronger, ascendant is stronger, or the moon sign is stronger. If you're not able to decide that, for the health things, you should always consider the moon. Okay, moon is always your, like, okay, if not, I'm not able to decide it, I will go with the moon. Okay, moon is like, it's a safe side, safe passage. Okay. Then see the nakshatras, then take the dates from your client, okay, on which dates your operation can happen, or give them the dates from your side, okay, and then you can give them like this. With the same process you have to follow. Check the nakshatra and check the moon transit, you can make the dates. That's how basically you use the transits. It's not like, oh, it's in the Pisces sign. Nakshatra is also important. Okay. Any question? Jamie, this is Matron. Sorry if I have pronounced wrongly.
I have a question that I think kind of might be stupid or redundant. If my rising is my moon, then I mean it's always going to be the moon anyways, right?
Yeah.
It's not like a competition between the rising and the moon.
Yeah, then it's not. It's a stupid question. It's a very good question.
Okay, thank you.
Always go with the moon. Okay. If you have moon in the ascendant, the moon, and still you can have a different nakshatras in both Navtara chakra, but go with the moon. Okay. Any question? Any question on this? All of this.
On the
Yeah, please.
on the charts, it says like obstacles, death, or does that matter? Like how bad the effect is if something is scheduled on that day and
Generally, ignore it.
oh, okay.
Obstacle, death, and all these nakshatras should be definitely ignored. Okay.
It will just show that there'll be like difficulties or delay or discomfort if you try to buy something
Yeah,
that day.
if you will try to make
something.
things on that day, look, always remember that one thing. Always remember that one thing. If you want to start something new in your life, whenever you are starting something, okay, first of all, your dasha should be very good. Okay, your dasha should be supportive, which you can find from the natal chart only. And then the second pillar is your Mahurat, basically your election day. The elected day should be very, very good. Okay. In India, people actually wait for the 6 months, for an year, to have a very, for a very particular date, so that they can have a very good marriage, a good longevity of the marriage, a good longevity of the relationship. Okay, trust me, find any celebrity in the world. Okay, that person must have born in a very good election day. Like there is a panchang, there is a called a panchang in the Vedic astrology. The panchang would be very, very good for that person, for any celebrity. Why? Because it doesn't matter how good natal chart you have, how bad natal chart you have. If you don't have a, if you have not born on a good Mahurata, on a good panchang, okay, you will not become like a celebrity, because that is the most important thing. always remember that even if you're running in your bad time period, at least try to pick a very good selecting day so that you can start something in your business, because you're already burdened up with your problems. You can't take any more trouble. Just suppose you only have left with a $5,000 and you want to start something new business. Even if you will get lost in that business, what you will do? You will become the bankrupt. You want to play it a safe side. For being the safe side, always start something new on the particular Muhurat only. And how to find that particular Muhurat or particular auspicious day for you? With this is only a very beginner level of procedure to how to find a day. This is try to use it for the general things. Okay, today I'm going to buy the stocks. I will use this technique. I will see the day is favorable for me or not. Then I will buy the stocks. Okay, I'm going to buy my new phone. I'm going to buy my new car. Okay, but for the things like marriage, relationship, for the business openings, okay, which actually has a lot of stakes in your life, okay, on which if they will go wrong, your life will get turned down. Okay, your life will move around 180 degrees. So in that matter, you shouldn't trust this technique. Why? Because this is a very beginner level of technique. If I will tell you like the whole, the professional way of the technique, it will become very complex for you guys. Okay, and you will not able to understand. Obviously, my students can understand it still, but not everyone. Okay, so this is just like the on a very daily basis things you can use it for yourself. Okay, if you want to applying for a visa, you can use it. If you're applying for any interview, job interview, you can use it. Okay, so it's like that. Any other question?
You were talking about to check if you're under a good dasha. Which, like, what if is that like the main one or the sub one or all the other little ones? Does it matter?
Up to the 3 levels. Or
the first 3
levels, it should be the good one, but it's very hard to analyze which dasha is good or which dasha is not good, because there are actually more than 100 dashas. Okay, and for a particular chart, there is not a one dashas for a one chart. There is a lot of dashas for different chart. That's why I say Vedic astrology is very, very dynamic. It's not like, this is a very simple basic rule. You go like that. Okay. So it's not like that. Don't go for the dasha as right now. You will not able to analyze. Okay, even sometimes I may get wrong in the dashas. So never ever go to the dashas. Just use this, because for the sages, and even let me tell you one more thing. Just a small. It's a very easy thing. In the same website, you will find how to see the which hour will be best on that day. Okay. So what you can do is basically where you will get that for. Yeah. Go on the Muhurat on the same website, go to the Muhurat section and choose Shobhora. Okay. Shobhora. You will find the time period, put your place, living place. Okay. I'm in New Delhi, so I will put New Delhi. Just suppose I'm in Toronto right now. I'm in the place of the Stephanie. Okay. So I will put the Toronto. Okay. And I will see which day is good for me. Oh, sorry, which hour is good for me in this day. Okay. So from 7:27 to 8:24 is ruled by moon. And after that, Saturn, after that, Jupiter, then Mars, then Sun, then Venus, and it's like that. Okay. So go to your natal chart. Whatever the planet, let me show you. The planets of the trines, okay, and the planets of the squares, basically the planets of the squares and the trines are always good. Okay, try to go with those planets. Just suppose for this Sagittarius ascendant, okay, sorry, for this Libra ascendant, Saturn signs. Basically, the Saturn has 2 signs, Capricorn and the Aquarius. Okay, Capricorn is coming into the square, Aquarius is coming into the trine. Okay, so you can use the Saturn. Okay, Saturn will give the good results. Then you can use the time of Saturn and you will get the good results. Okay, but don't use the sign of Mercury. Why? For the Libra ascendant, because Mercury is ruling the trine, one of the trine in your chart, but also ruling the 12th house. So, okay, so always try to remember you have to ignore the 6th, 8th, and the 12th houses. Okay, got it? Any confusion in this? So you can choose basically, first you have choose the day, you have choose the nakshatra, you have see the transit of your moon in your natal chart, and then you can even select the hour. Okay, which hour will be good for you. And when you are in when you are in hurry, okay, when you don't have time to use this technique or use this like that, then still you can use this Shobhora in a very quick way. So moon will give the gentle result, Saturn will give the results with a delay, Jupiter will give the fruitful results, Mars will give the aggressive results. So just suppose if you're going into, just you're going for a salon, into a salon, or you're going for an operation, you shouldn't go into the Mars, because Mars has a lot of energy, it can harm up your body or something like that. You can have accidents. So Sun is there, Sun is very good. Venus is beneficial, Mercury is quick. So in this way, you can use this hours and you can see which hour will be best for you. Okay. But obviously, general analysis and the customized analysis has a lot of difference. Okay. So try to use the customized only. Don't try to use the fast food astrology, because it will not work every time, and then you will say, oh my God, it is not working. Any question? Any question else?
I may have some questions.
Yeah,
but
please.
that I was late, so I missed the beginning. So may have to wait until the recording is
Yeah, I'm recording.
as to But generally, as I said, the questions I get is about having an operation or about major decisions people have to make. So in terms of the operation, I was thinking, do we have to check for the position of Mars as well?
No. Just use this technique. The nakshatras are more important. Okay. Just use this technique and you will find a good day for operations. Okay. No issues in that. You can easily find any date with this technique for the operations. Just hope the dasha will be good. You will not killed by the doctor. Okay. Any other question? If you have, you can ask. Otherwise, Jamie, you got it?
I think so. Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys. I hope you all are done with the questions. Okay. Thank you for joining the webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Will you give us a recording, or how will that work?
I will give the recording of this webinar and I will upload it on the YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And I think are you in my astrology group in Learn Astrology?
No, what group is that? Is it on Facebook or?
Yeah, it is on the Facebook. Okay, and okay, I will just dropping in the chat the link of that group. You can join it. You will get all the updates of everything in that group. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Give me 1 second.
And you can join it.
Okay,
I'll drop in the chat.
perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Bye.